Hi everyone, welcome back to Brook Valley Life, or hello for the first time. Today, power tool review. This time it is an Ozito, but it's not the PXC range 18 volt. It is an actual plug-in one. And today we're going to be looking at a track saw. So, what is a track saw? Well, it says what it does on the tin really. It's a saw that runs on a track and cuts wood. Simple as that. So stay with me and let's have a look at it. So hello to everyone and welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. As I said, we're going to be looking at the Ozito track saw today. Now, I've got everything set up because I'm going to be making some shelves, but let's first of all have a quick look at the track saw itself and what you get with it and what extras you can get. So I'm going to take you off the stand, bring you over, and so you can have a look. So stay there. So this is my woodworking table, or my work table I should say. It's not just for woodworking, it's for everything. As you can see, I've put a table saw in there, but this here is the Ozito, get out the light, this is the Ozito track saw, and this is the saw itself. And as you can see, they call it as you can see also, I have been using it, I've had this for a while and I think it's really good. They call it a plunge saw, and all it is a circular saw on this plate, and this plate goes on to tracks. Simple as that. Now there's lots of different brands out there. I've seen Makita, I've seen DeWalt, Milwaukee, all these type of things. However, instead of paying through the nose for those brown ones, I bought this one. I think when I bought it, it was about 190 New Zealand dollars. So half that is what it would be in British pounds, and a little bit more, about 1.5 would be American dollars. It has a chute for attaching vacuum hose, or just blasts out of there at the front. Let's have a look at the front. So what can you change on the front? You can change the actual depth that you want the blade to go. So what you find a lot of time, that you only want to cut through, say 20 mil, 10 mil, 30 mil, you can actually set it on the side here by undoing, tightening it up. You can change the angle like on a circular saw. So you can put a mitre or something like that on the side of it. You can even slide in, no, not on that one you can't, I'm thinking of the other saw I've got, but this sits on the track. So let's show you how this sits on the track. It's not plugged in, so that's all good. So this sits on the track and it slides up and down like that. And to start it, all you do is you push the button, and by lifting this button here, it allows it to plunge. Then you press the trigger button and away she goes. You can't, it's the safety, this is the safety to allow you to hit the trigger. This, yeah, good question. Oh no, that's a stop. And you can actually hold it in position at a certain depth, or it pops back out again. I've never used that before, didn't even know it was there. Now you can buy the saw, and the saw comes with a short track. In fact, I believe it comes with 2 short tracks in a kit, and the other one I've got somewhere else. Now you can buy extra bits. I bought this long track as well, yeah, for long pieces. And what you can do with these tracks is actually in this slot here, yeah, you can get clips that will clip these tracks together, which is really, really clever. So you can have 2 long tracks and do a full sheet of plywood or board of some sort, and this will go down to 50mm in depth, the blade itself. You can change the blades out. They come with an OK blade that does cut pretty well. However, you can change the blade out and get some really, really good blades, so they get really, really good cuts. Now, what I will say, you need to make sure that this edge here, yeah, do some trial cuts before you do anything. Yeah, it's not as accurate as the big boys. Yeah, the Makita, the Milwaukees, the what other ones are there? I think Festal do one as well. They're all the really, really expensive stuff. The Ozito one's a lot cheaper, but it does the same job, and you just have to figure out how this thing works and how it cuts for you. And I've found this cuts really well for me. So what I'm going to do is do some cuts along here. What I've done so far is I've just clamped that in place, because when you put it on, yeah, there's no clamps to hold it in place. You need to make sure the back's clean. It sits on your wood and it should hold in position. As you can see, it can move around. So make sure that back is clean. Make sure, yeah, the track itself is clean so it runs smoothly. At the moment this is a bit dirty. I'll give it a quick brush off before I do anything. Yeah, and just make sure everything is as you want it. The depth is good so it cuts your wood. You may want to take more than one pass on a lot of wood. So you do a first cut and then you come back and do a second cut. So what I'll do is I'll put you into the tripod again, and I'll set up and I'll do a cut for you. Stay with me. So I've got everything set up, saw's plugged in, ready to go. However, the old saying, safety first, I never use. I say safety always. The things you need to protect: 1, your eyes, safety glasses, and they are skanking. That means dirty. So I'll give them a quick clean so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. Protect the old Mark 1 eyeball. The wood I'm using is, I think this is the spotted gum. It's been oiled and there's going to be some dust come off it. So I use none of this, by the way, is sponsored. This is all my own stuff that I bought with my own money. So if anyone does want to sponsor me, my RZ mask, I find these brilliant. They're soft, and they, in the current situation, if you need to wear a mask and you don't want to keep buying those N95s, buy one of these. Yep, you can get the ones with the new zero exhalation ports as well, so it will stop you breathing out the germs of the little COVID germs that if you've got COVID, and it will stop it coming in, because they go down to, I think it's 0.02 microns, so it's really good. It's a mesh mask itself, so they're nice and soft, and they come with the special filters on the inside. You can buy spare filters, they come with 2 anyway, so pretty good. I use this at work. I've got another one that I use for work, so I'm going to put this on. Velcros up, sits on my face beautifully. What more do you want? Yeah, hearing. Yeah. So there we go. I don't know if you can hear me, because I can't hear you now. This is safety gear. I'm not going to be wearing gloves or anything like that, because I don't need to. I'll just set everything up and we will go for a cut. So stay with me. So hopefully I'm not too muffled. We are ready to go. Everything's set. The saw's set. Yeah, this is held at this end. I will stop just before the end to take this off to do the last cut. So let's give it a go. Show you what it's like. So what it's done there, it's taken a cut. It hasn't gone all the way through, but it's given me a good guideline. So what I'll do now is I'll just change the depth to come down a fraction more. I'll move this back to where it was. And then we'll do that final cut. And as you can see, let me take these off so I can see properly. You can put this down when it's still running because it pops up and the blade is nowhere near going through. So there we have, let's put this over here out of the way. One nice clean cut all the way through, square, and ready to go. So that's done. Now I've got to cut a few more for the shelvings that I'm making, but the tool itself, it is heavy-ish. You're looking around 5 to 10 kilos. You know, I'd say about 5, thinking about it, maybe slightly more, but it's got a bit of power to it, so it's a good bit of kit. The tracks themselves, make sure they're clean. Yeah, if they're a bit dirty on the back end, yeah, like these are, yeah, I'm not keeping them very good, it will slip. This here, sorry, that bit there, as you can see, the metal, that is the bit that connects the two together. You unscrew these little Allen headed grub screws, it will slide down to here and you can put the two together. Yep, and it will slide and clip together. Try and get it around the right way, like that, so you can extend the length. Good idea. Thank you, Ozito. I like these tools. They're cheap, they work. I've had this now for nearly 2 years. I use it on and off. You'll be surprised how often you do use it. It gives you a better cut or a straighter cut than a circular saw, because you're not wandering off. And yeah, it's a really good price compared to the others. So I hope you've enjoyed this quick review on the Ozito. They call it a plunge saw, I call it a track saw. Yeah, highly recommend this. And if you want to see more reviews, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button, it helps us grow the views and all the stuff like that. It does provide a little bit of money. I've not received any yet from all my videos, but hopefully in the future we'll be able to get some revenue and I'll be able to buy some more of these tools just to see how they actually work, how good they are. And you never know, in the future I might be able to upgrade to the big boy tools and see how good they are compared to cheaper budget brand stuff. So hope you've enjoyed this. Stay tuned for the dad joke. So today's dad joke, I was going to tell you all a time traveling joke, but you guys didn't like it. Sorry. Catch you next time.